Hello, everybody. It's Robin from Raincross Farms Makery. Bill is plugging in my microphone and trying to straighten me up. So hopefully that's straight. Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday evening. When you get here, hop on, say hello. Let us know you're watching. Let us know who is watching. And I'm going to take just a second to get my bot up and going.
Everybody needs a bot.
And I'm going to attach it to this post.
I will get the post.
He's
in a second.
we are I'm not alone tonight. Last time I did this, I was alone. But Bill is here tonight. Okay, good. I have that published. Hello, hello, hello. Say hi when you get here. And Bill's getting it up so I can see the monitor. And I'm going to switch that over. There I am. That's what I'm wearing. Hey, 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 everybody. Hi, Liana. Hi, Patty. How are you? How is everything in Pennsylvania and Oklahoma? And I'm going to turn this off quickly. All this housekeeping stuff. I know. I'm sorry. And I'm going to turn that off and go back here. Okay. Hey, Linda. Hey, how's Alan? Been watching you on Facebook, praying for Alan, hoping he's doing better. Hi, Kita. Hi, Cheryl. Hello, 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 everybody. Well, let's getting colder. It's getting colder here too. Still no rain, so we don't have snow. I'm hoping we get snow before the end of November, but I don't know if we're going to make it. It's kind of iffy. Anyway, if you are watching, you know what to do. Give our page a heart. Hi, Michelle Briggs from Beaufort, Missouri. What's your weather like there? I bet you're cold too. Anyway, we would love it if you would give our video a heart, if you would follow our page if you aren't already, and sprinkle it out to your friends, to your craft pages, to just anybody you think would be interested. We really appreciate it. This helps us get the attention of the Facebook algorithm, and that's kind of the name of the game sometimes. Anyway, had another transfusion this afternoon, but is stable. That's good. Any hope of when he's coming home yet, or is that still an unanswered question? Had flurries, but that's it to date. Well, I guess that's good. Okay, glad he's stable. Michelle was 50 degrees and sunny. Well, you were warmer than us. I had to take boiling water out to the chicken water because it had frozen over their outside water bucket. So anyway, we are working on our tiered tray. So I'm not doing a 3-hour long live to do all the parts of our tiered tray. So I am trying to get straight, I guess. Anyway, so we're doing it in 3 parts. So here is the tiered tray we worked on a couple days ago. So the tray itself comes from Chalk Couture. And what I did, instead of chalking the design straight on the wood, this is watercolor paper so that I can, so you can kind of see I have that kind of taped down in there. So after Christmas is over, I can take this off and I can trade it out with our Valentine's Day designs. And this is just glitter ribbon that I just have tacked here and there with some hot glue all the way around. So that will come off real easy too. So that was my plan, to make this temporary so that I can reuse it and not have to purchase a new one for every season. Okay, so let me show you what we're going to work on. Today we are going to work on our 3 cutouts. It's going to be kind of a short one, but they go with this pattern. These are the tiered tray Christmas cutouts, and there is a Christmas tree, There is a star. Whoops, there's a star, and there is a bell. And so we are just going to make up these 3 little fancy doodads so that we can arrange them on our tiered tray when we have all of our pieces. What we're going to do tomorrow is another set of tiered tray accessories. You got 8 eggs this morning. Good for you. Thanks. I love that tray too. And share. Yes, just buy one and use it over and over. And if you already have some sort of tiered tray, you don't necessarily have to buy that one. Maybe the design that we have will fit on yours, or maybe you can just use the little accessories. Anyway, this is the other transfer. We're not going to use this tonight. This is Tiered Tray Christmas, and it goes with this set of accessories. So there's a cute little rolling pin that we can chalk some word, a little phrase on. There's a little miniature board and base, so that we could do on 2 sides. And there's a little mini cutting board, so we could do that on 2 sides, so we can change it up as we go. And then this is a little small box frame, and it's not meant to be 2-sided, but there's no reason why we can't chalk on this side also. And then there is this, one of my favorite things. It's just a block of wood, but it's got these grooves in it, so it looks like a book stack where you stack up books and you put words down the spines. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do this tomorrow. So it'll probably take a little longer tomorrow, but tonight should go pretty quickly. So let's get started. I'm going to paint some of these. They come with this white. They're about an 1/8 inch wide wood, and it is painted white. And I'm going to, what I think I'm going to do the star. I'm going to do that in red and white. So I'm going to actually paint this. I'm going to paint this red. And then the bell, I think I'm going to leave it white, but I'm going to chalk it in gold. And then my Christmas tree, I'm going to do the base in dark green, and over the top, I'm going to do some of our shimmer frost. Make sense? Does that sound good? Oh, Cheryl already has 2. I have 2 also, but I'm going to stop at 2 and reuse this one. Take a drink. Okay, these are small enough. I'm just going to use my chalk paste to paint them. So what did I say? I'm going to leave this white, and we're going to chalk it in gold. This we're going to do in green. So I've got my forest green paste. So let me get a brush. And I'm just going to use chalk paste. I'm going to thin it down just a tad. So let me get a little stir stick. And I'm just going to put it in one of our little trays. Again, I don't need a lot of this. And I'm just going to water it down just slightly with some distilled water. And I'm just going to use my brush and kind of mix that up. I use distilled water so that if I have any extra, I can put it back in my jar and not have to be worried about things growing, because I've introduced chemicals or bacteria that I might find in tap water or even bottled water. Okay, so I'm going to paint this up green. I hope I did it the right size, right side. Nope, I didn't. So we're going to paint both sides of it because I didn't check and I painted the back side. That's okay. Not a problem. Let's just set that aside. That dry for a second. I'll come back and I'll paint the other side. And what did I say? I was going to do the star in red. So I've got my red. My red paste, candy apple red. This is chalk paste. Chalk, oops, not in that one. Chalk in paste form. And I'm just thinning it down so that it will work as a paint. I'm going to use it because you don't have room for more. I get it. I get you. Okay. Now this one, it doesn't matter, front or back. So I think I said on the when I was doing this first, when you're doing a tiered tray, you want to have in mind a color scheme, unless you just want it completely random. But I'm going to work with the traditional colors, the green and the red and the gold. Okay, that painted. Now I do have some extra. I'm going to put that back in my jar. Put that back in. And you know what? I think what I'm going to do, I'm also going to show you something that I did for autumn, but I haven't done for Christmas yet. Let me make sure this is dry. And I'm actually going to get a little bit more. Hey, Tina. Welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight. What we are doing, if you are just hopping on, make sure you say hi so we know who's watching. We are working on part 2 of our tiered tray. So we're just going to work on these 3 little pieces. We have a Christmas tree, a star, and a bell. So we're going to work those up. I'll show you those. And I think I'm going to paint the sides of this also. Since I'm doing front and back green, I'm going to also do the sides. So let's see. What did everybody... I keep thinking Thanksgiving is over because at our church, we had our Thanksgiving potluck. And Bill and I are going to be alone at our house on Thanksgiving. So we're not really going to do a fancy meal. So we feel like we've already had our Thanksgiving meal. And so I keep thinking Thanksgiving's over, and it really isn't. I know I'm going to be shocked if I go into a grocery store and think, what are all these people doing in here? Because they still haven't had Thanksgiving yet. So you'll have to tell me, how are you doing for meal prep? Cheryl, what have you gotten done? What do you still have to do? Get all your pies made? Hope none of you are overdoing it. So from the potluck, we brought home the turkey carcass, because we cooked one of the turkeys. So we have the turkey carcass and some scraps. So I think our main meal on Thanksgiving is going to be turkey soup. We also brought home the ham bone and some scraps. And so up in the crock pot right now, we have split pea soup. So this is going to be our soup week. And I think I got that idea. I think it was Liana that said they are just going to have soup. So thanks for that idea. And Liana, we are still praying for your family. We hope all is as well as can be as well as can be. Okay, now I think I've got that covered well enough. I'm going to put the excess back in the jar because I used distilled water. And Bill is hiding my comments, so I'm going to take a look over here. You had your Thanksgiving in October. Are you Canadian? Or did you just celebrate it in October? Isn't Canadian Thanksgiving in October? I think. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not Canadian, so I don't know. Fudge is done. Fixings for the dressing is done. Squash casserole is ready for the oven. Pumpkin bread is done. Turkey and ham or thawing fresh cranberry sauce is made. Girl, you didn't have to do all that by yourself, did you? Tell me you had help. Oh, you are in Ontario, Canada. Oh, awesome. So Canadian Thanksgiving. I suppose you celebrate it for different reasons than we do. Cheese is grated. You didn't have all the pilgrim thing. I'm sorry, I'm kind of ignorant about a lot of other countries. We actually visited Canada for the very first time when we were on our cruise to Alaska. We stopped in Victoria. We were in Victoria. So that's as much of Canada as we have seen. It's actually getting worse. And I'm sorry. Is he at home? Is he in hospice at home? I hope. Okay. So we've got a red star, we've got a green tree, and we have a white bell. And I'm going to take my scissors. You have help. Good, good. Granddaughter and daughter-in-law, daughter-in-love, help do the cooking and prep. Good, good. You just supervise. Okay. On this size transfer, I like to keep the backer sheet whole. I could completely cut these apart. That would be fine, but then I'm forever chasing around these little small pieces. So what I like to do is I like to take my scissors. 2 of the 3 kids will be here with their other halves, having ham and smoked turkey. Kids will be making most of it. Good. Coming to my and my sister's place. Awesome. That's always good. I'm so glad he's at home, Liana. I hope he is as comfortable as can be, and I hope you have, I'm praying that you have as blessed a time as you can. I don't know if that came across right, but I know it's a difficult time, but I am praying it's a blessing for you in whatever way it can be. Oh, you don't supervise, you do the work. You just say, hey, bring that, take this. Good job. Okay, so I'm going to take just the edge of my scissors and I'm going to cut, not really cut, I'm just going to drag it along the screen. There's these lines so you know where to cut these. So I'm just going to cut through that screen so the individual pieces will lift up, but the backer sheet will stay whole. I'm doing a ham so Son and I can have it for sandwiches because I think hubby will still be in the hospital. Oh my goodness. Well, that's a good plan. Sandwiches can go together pretty fast. Well, I hope you have a peaceful time. However it works out. Yep, it came out perfect. Good. Okay, so let's start with the tree. Now these are our, if you're new, these are our fine mesh silk screen transfers. So they're sticky on the back. They are meant to be reusable. The company guarantees you can reuse them 10 to 12 times, but if you clean them up promptly, and hi Yvonne, how are you? If you clean them up really good right away, take good care of them, they'll last you for 20 or more uses. Okay, so I'm going to put some fuzz on this, and I'm also going to wax this because I just painted it. This is sticky. I don't want the stickiness to pull up the paint that I just put down. So I do want to make sure I have it going the right direction because it's not symmetrical. Okay, so I want wax on that side. So I've got my surface wax. It's just clear paste wax. I'm glad you're doing well. We are doing well also. I don't know what we're doing. We're trying to not get ready for Christmas too early, but we're trying to get ready for Christmas. So trying to get the house cleaned up, but today was a laundry day. So I'm putting just a little bit of wax on this. Just provide a little bit of protection for the paint. And I'm going to put a little bit of wax on this red one, on my star.
I'm working on a
He is working.
idea, sort of like a countdown calendar, but not really. It's just going to be.
It is. You're counting down, but it's not the kind where you get a prize behind each one. Although you could.
Yeah, you could.
You could.
But
You
they're
can do
more
what
like
you want.
Ornaments. They're wood ornaments that you can hang up.
I think we showed them on one of our lives.
Did you?
I think we did. We don't have them all done though, but I think we showed them.
Might have.
Okay.
Anyway, so I've got. I'm trying to set that up to cut tonight. We're going to find out if they fly, and if they do, they'll be in our wood.
Yep, we got to get that going because there's going to be 25 of them, so they need to be ready to go by the 1st.
Well,
if you want to use them day by day.
Yeah.
If you just want a set of. Anyway. Okay. Set that aside. Okay.
I'm working. I don't know what everybody else is.
Okay, so I have my Christmas tree, and I'm going to get out my light pad. And I have to plug this into my computer to get power. And so this is just a light pad. I think it's for people who do the diamond dot art, which I don't do, but anyway, it's just a little pad that has light coming up, and I can put this on here, and that shows me where the outline of my wood piece is so that I can make this centered. So it's not like X-ray vision, but I can see the outline of my wood piece, and I can get that laid down. And I might as well do the star while I'm here.
Someone wants to know what you're making. She's tuning late.
Oh, we are making part 2 of our tiered tray. This was the first part we made. We decorated our tiered tray, and now we're making some of the little accessories. So we are making the slim cut wooden star and tree and bell. Okay, so let's, and again, this is just, the light box is just to help me get this centered on the wood shape. Because there's just a tiny bit of overlap all the way around. So I want to get that placed well. And I'm sorry I can't really show you much better because I don't know that it shows up.
I have a question for you because I didn't see it all. But the thing started out white. Why didn't you just print that in red?
Because I don't know. Well, actually, there's parts of it that I just did. I could have done it either way. There are some borders that will be in white because I did it this way. You'll see. You'll see. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Okay, same thing with this bell. Now there's a lot of border on this bell. Okay, so the light box just helped me place these. And again, we're making accessories for our tiered tray, and we're going to make some more tomorrow too. This is just tonight's set. So this is my green Christmas tree, and I kind of want it to look like snow on there. So I'm going to actually use Shimmer Frost, which is a white shimmery paste. Okay. And it's been a while since I've used it, so I really need to stir this up. And I think I have a new jar of it. But for right now, I'm going to use this. So hopefully this will look like snow. Okay, I've got that stirred up. I'm going to get my squeegee chalk paste. I'm going to put a little bit on. You know what? I'm not liking that consistency. I'm going to use my new one. Sorry. As long as I've got it, I might as well use it. That is kind of at the end of its life. Okay, this one looks a little dry also, but oh my, this is very dry. But it's a better consistency. It's not chunky. Okay. So, chalk paste, and I'm just going to, that is not working. We shall see. I don't know that this paste. We will make it work. So I'm just going over that screen. There we go. Going over the screen with the paste, pushing it down onto the surface. Making sure the whole screen is covered. And scraping off my excess. And I'm going to put the lid back on. And I'm going to peel this off. Ooh, here we go. There's my white snow flocked Christmas tree. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, I'm going to put this on a drying mat, dish drying mat, got from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to spray it with some water so that paste stays damp until I'm ready to clean it. What am I missing? Am I missing anything? Okay, so I've got my snowy tree. Let me dry that off. And it's sparkly. I don't know that the camera will pick it up, but that shimmer kind of has an iridescent sparkle to it. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. Does it show it all? It doesn't really show the sparkle, but trust me, it sparkles. Yes, yes, it does. Okay, let's put this. You know what? I'm just gonna trash that. And let's do, okay, so we did our red and white star, which I could have just left white and just chalked with red paste. Instead, I painted the star and I'm going to chalk it with white paste. So this is our bright white. And another squeegee.
Even Duke is laughing.
Duke is laughing? Duke has nothing to laugh about. Okay, that. So let's peel that off. There we go. So there's my red star. Red and white star. Again, I'm not sure why I painted it red, just because I felt like painting something red. You guys, but if you, I wanted to show you in case you wanted to change up the colors. Okay, thanks. Thank you, Christina. Sometimes I kind of have harebrained ideas, but most of them kind of work out. Kind of work their way out. Now, I don't know if you'll notice. If you'll notice on that star, it's not a solid. The white isn't solid. You can see some little, it's like aged. That's on purpose. That's in the transfer. That's not because it didn't get good coverage. That's what it's meant to look like. It's kind of to look a little distressed. Same thing with this bell. Okay, there's that. And we were going to do our bell in, we're going to leave it white, and we're going to chalk it in shimmer gold. And I'm almost out of shimmer gold, but I ordered some new because we had a launch of new products today. So I ordered my new products, and I ordered some shimmer gold that I'm almost out of. So you guys need to take a look at the new things. It's called the Winter 2022 collection. And winter, they've already done the holidays, so it's no longer Christmas. It's beyond that. It's a lot of Valentine's Day, a lot of any time of year designs, and there's some St. Patrick's Day designs in there also. So I want you to go take a look. You can comment winter. I think, you know what? Let me check and see if winter is one of my keywords. You know what? Comment supplies. I know supplies is a keyword. Comment supplies, and you'll get my link. That link will give you, if you want to find a list of all the supplies that I use for my tier tray, you can take a look at that. And there's also a button you can push where it says Winter 22 Lookbook. So you can take a look and see what the new items are and get yourself some. Because when they sell out, they won't be back. Okay, put that away. You like the red and white star. I do too. I like red and white. I like that whole theme of, but I didn't want it exclusively for this. So here's my gold bell. Isn't it pretty? Lots and lots of detail. But again, it's kind of got that distressed vibe about it, where the colors aren't solid. Okay, let me put this away. Let me spray it. Okay, and let me dry this. Yes, I do. I love the bell too. I almost wish the cutout was a little smaller because it's got a lot of border. But that's okay. That's okay. It still looks good. And you don't have to chalk these on these. You can chalk the Christmas tree on anything. It doesn't have to be on a cutout. You'll still get a bell. You'll still get a star that looks basically like that. And so you don't have to use the cutouts, but they are available. Okay, let's clean up this, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about tiered trays and some of the ideas I've had. So these are my transfers, and I need to clean them up. It's best if you clean them up right away. Not if you forget, you can still clean them up. It's just going to be a lot harder. I have left transfers for a week or so, and I get them clean, but they're take a little more elbow grease. Anyway, I'm starting with either a paper towel or a Swedish dishcloth. It's like a reusable dishcloth. And I just start by taking that top layer of paste off. So this is not clean yet. This is just a little bit of prep work. Okay, so that just gets that layer off. Paper towel I would toss. This I can rinse out and reuse. Now I'm going to switch over to my board eraser. I'm going to get it wet and wring it out. I'm also going to spray these again, and I'm going to use this to do my final cleaning. So this especially works well at grabbing the glittery, the shimmer. It's actually mica flakes, and pulling them off the transfer. Also grabbing the paste out of that screen, which is where all the magic happens. So you want to get all that paste out of the screen. Okay. Now, as I've been working with it, I've actually kind of pushed the paste through to the back. So I do want to turn this over, and I want to wash the back side. And I especially want to, because they're sticky, and you remember I fuzzed them, I want to get that fuzz off of there. So same thing on the back side, making sure the paste is out of the screen and that I have removed all the fuzz. I'm going to rinse this because this is kind of sparkly. She needs smaller bells. How many bells do you think I'm going to make?
Well, I can do that for the right amount of money, Cheryl.
Okay, and I got a hair there I want to get off. Okay, so I've got the screens cleaned out, so there's no paste inside there. So that means it's clean. I'm going to let these air dry when they're right now they're not sticky because they're wet. Once they dry, the stickiness will return, and then I'll put them back on my backer sheet and store that away in its little plastic sleeve that it came in. So that's how you clean transfers. Super easy. Okay, so let's talk. Here is our tiered tray, and I talked about how come up with a color scheme. So I wanted to bring this out, and I probably need to look up that link. I showed you this because I am not good with color. So I went on Pinterest and I found this set of 25, this was autumn color palettes. So I could go through and I could see what colors work together if I couldn't figure it out myself. So all different kind of color schemes. So there's 25 of them. There's also a Christmas color palette. So, and I will be happy to send you my Pinterest link. Just type in the comments, send me the link, and I'll send it to you. This girl is Sarah Renee Clark, and you can look at them on Pinterest for free. I actually paid so that I could get the downloads so I could print these out, because that's only fair. She did the work for it. But you can view them on Pinterest for free. So here are, here's an overview of all the different color schemes. And then each page has a different set. So here's kind of the traditional colors, a little bit brighter traditional colors. I'm not going to show you all of them here. We've moved into some browns and some teals that work for Christmas. Okay. Here is kind of more of a minty green. This is kind of a blue and gray and gold, but all different kinds of color palettes for Christmas. Oh, here's purple. I think Alana would like that. Here's a little more, I don't know, it's kind of an autumn vibe on Christmas colors. Here's one with more of a mint green. So if you...
What are the numbers she has at the bottom? She has the colors identified by a number.
Those are, what is it, Pantone? Is that Pantone colors?
Is it PMS or is it
PMS, Pantone. I don't think it says on here color matching. It's a hex number.
Okay, it's a hex number.
Okay.
That's
So, but you don't need to go to that extent. You don't need to know what these are, the actual numbers of the color. There's a way of standardizing colors, especially in the printing industry. So if somebody says, yeah, I want this green, well, if you send me a picture of green, I have no idea if my screen shows the same green you see. So this is this, the red, green, blue, or the cyan, magenta, yellow, black colors mix, whatever. Anyway, this is all technical stuff that you don't need to know. You could survive just as well by just looking at these. And it's a great way to put some colors together, some mix and match some colors with somebody who has an idea about aesthetics. Ooh, here's one with some blue. Anyway, so you can either go on Pinterest and type in yourself color palettes, and her name is Sarah Renee Clark, or there's a gazillion different color palettes on Pinterest. But if you want this exact one, just tell me you want the Pinterest link and I will send that to you after the live. And if you want to copy them yourself, you can go to her website, and it was just a couple dollars to do that. Anyway, so get yourself a color scheme. That could help. And then you're going to find things to put on your tiered tray. Now, some people like it very simple, and they might only put a few things on here, but you want things in a variety of sizes. You want things in a variety of materials. So I just grabbed, I'm nowhere near done, but I just grabbed a few things from my craft box. So I've got these guys that I can end up, I'll probably prop them up, but this is from my Dollar Tree stash. Okay, so here is an ornament. Look at that little, it's a little shimmery gold church. So I could put this in there. Kind of goes with my scheme because I'm using gold. So there's the church. I also have, I'm not really using silver, but I think they had these in gold. Look at this pretty deer, pretty reindeer. He's a sparkly silver. He's an ornament also. So I can, he needs to lean up against something though. So I can put him there. I also got, yep, this is from Dollar Tree also. Cobblestone corners. There's some little Christmas trees, those little bottle brush trees. So some little Christmas trees. So that can have a tree. He can have a tree. You get a tree, and you get a tree, and you get a tree. And here we have this tree, and we can have this star. Okay, so whoop, I have to tie that guy up. Okay. So I've got my star here, and anyway, I'm not done. I still have to grab some more things, but start gathering things that you can put on your tiered tray. Some people, like I said, some people like it very simple with just a few things. Some people like to shove as much stuff in here as they can. We'll also end up putting some greenery on here, some things that spill over. What is it? You're supposed to have, this is for plants, but it also works for tiered tray. You should have a thriller, which is one thing that is just, whoa, that's like the focal point. And maybe you could have two. So you want a thriller, you want a spiller, so you want something that kind of falls over the edge, and then you want filler. Get it? Thriller, spiller, filler. Okay? So think about that when you're doing your tiered tray. So that was it for tonight. Kind of hopefully short and sweet. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Again, if you are interested in the supplies, comment supplies. And if you're interested in our new release that just launched this morning, you can also type supplies and you'll follow the link to where it says Winter 22 Lookbook. And yes, thriller, spiller, and filler. I could probably think of a few other illers, but I'll work on that. Anyway, so this was our project tonight. I'm gonna pose with this so I have something to post. And we will be back tomorrow. We're going to do our other pieces. And I hope you decide to join us, and hope you'll follow our page if you aren't already. And thank you so much again for sticking with us. And we won't be coming on Wednesday night because that's just too close to Thanksgiving. But we will finish it up tomorrow. Phyllis Diller. Yes, you'll need a diller. No, we don't need a killer. We'll think of some iller words. Anyway, thanks a lot. Have a great rest of your week. Make sure your turkey's defrosting, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.